Hey guys, Brett Weiss here. I am in Fort Worth, Texas at Retrofest. This is a show I do every year. It's always a lot of fun. I am set up with my books and games for sale, but I won't bore you with my booth. We're going to take a look around here. There are lots of games from basically every generation of games, except for maybe, haven't seen a Magnavox Odyssey or mini Pong clones, but let's see what we can find here. A lot of box stuff. I've seen a ton of Genesis stuff. And it's the calm before the storm. Everybody's getting ready for hopefully a big crowd today. A lot of love for the N64 these days. Ooh, nice. Got some Dreamcast there. Not always a given at a show. Some PS1. Of course, you're usually going to see a lot of PS2 and OG Xbox at just about any show you do. 360 stuff, very common. And some Switch. Gotta love the Switch. Let's continue on. Hey, how's it going?
Alright.
Ooh, love the translucent Nintendo 64 consoles. Very nice, very sharp. Mega Man 4, great series of games. Gotta love the Mega Man series. Maximo, very underrated. And we're turning the corner here. So, in addition to video games, there's a lot of toys at the show, along with just retro stuff in general. Got some book and records here. He-Man. How's it going? You're with Freaks and Geeks. I see by your shirt. Awesome store in Denton, Texas. So what brings you out to Retrofest today other than making some money?
Oh, well, that's always a plus.
Always a plus.
My favorite thing is that I absolutely adore all these vendors.
Including me?
Oh, yeah, of course. You're always entertaining.
Well, thank you.
And you always know a lot about, like, the older stuff that I bring, like the CDI. I'm a big fan of.
Right,
but nobody really
Nobody
cares
likes the CDI
about
but
it.
me and you.
Or the cassettes. These guys.
Oh, yeah.
The Commodore. I know
Right.
one year you were really excited about them.
Show me
but
that Zaxxon game here.
This one? Yeah.
Now, that's for the Atari computer? Or what does it say on the front there?
Yeah, let's
The
see.
little sticker.
Yeah, the
Atari's
cassette.
16K, whoa. We're talking some pretty heavy-duty stuff here.
Some pretty cool stuff. Let's see. I believe it's just, yep.
Oh, yeah.
Still cassette.
Games on cassette tape. I love it.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Yeah, we got modern stuff as well. PS4, more PS1. Let's keep looking around. Today, they've, for the first time, I believe, in the show, they've opened up a second room for vendors. There's a lot of demand for tables at this show. Ooh, we've had a plethora of retro items at this table. All kinds of cool stuff. 5200 trackball, probably the greatest trackball for any system. Have a nostalgic spot for the roller controller for the ColecoVision, but the 5200 objectively is probably better. At least the trackball controller, not the regular controller, of course. Stacko Super Mario Maker. Lots of box stuff out at the show today. Tons of NES and Genesis, Super Nintendo. Pretty much anything. Well, maybe not anything, but most everything you might be looking for today. Lots of great stuff out here. Box O action figures, always a plus.
I think $10 for that little adversary thing if you're interested.
$10 for the adversary. Now this is a really interesting old Pong clone with really strange controller. Flip the paddle up and down as opposed to turning a knob.
Do you remember which one these are for? I had it and now I can't.
Have to get back to you on that. I might be back in a few minutes to look at that.
Yeah, you're here.
Love the Intellivision. Ooh, boxed NES, the challenge set. All right, let's continue on. And I am intruding on another vendor. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Ooh, nice. A boxed Odyssey 2. Love the Odyssey 2. I used to play this with my cousin Marty when we were kids. Played a ton of baseball. And there's Weiss, who I always remember his name, and he's got a GameCube kiosk. Very nice. So, you mind if I ask where you got this bad boy? Were you dumpster diving at GameStop?
Found it on, my wife found it on Craigslist.
Found it on Craigslist. Excellent. So you just ran over in your truck and threw it in the back, and it was yours. Excellent. Have a good show, man.
You too, bud.
All right, guys, we are continuing around the vendor's room. Hello, sir.
Hey, how's it going?
Now, I noticed at this table there's some really choice 32X stuff. Calibri, I believe, is a shooter. And I also noticed Spider-Man Web of Fire, which maybe he's already sold. First time around, it was in the box. Very nice. And continuing around, like I mentioned, there's a ton of box stuff out here today, which is always good to see. For my favorite games, I always like to have the box as well as the manual and the game itself. Cartridge only, you know, when I have to, but always a plus to get the box as well. Continuing on, stacks and stacks, last gen stuff. Ooh, here's a rarity. The Game Boy Color sewing machine. Senior, holy cow, you rarely see this. That is really neat. Boxed NES. All kinds of cool stuff here at Retrofest in Fort Worth, Texas. All right, guys, we're wrapping up the walkthrough. I've got to get to my booth and start selling books and stuff. But before I go, John, can I interest you in a very brief interview?
Sure.
All right, John. So a lot of you guys know John in the retro gaming community, one of the nicest guys on the planet. So John, I see you at all these shows. Tell me what brings you out.
Video games.
Video games. Now, it's got to be more than that. You can get video games on eBay. Now, why do you go to the shows?
See all my friends.
All your friends, and you have a lot of them. Everybody knows John.
Looking for deals.
Looking for deals, right? Yeah. Say, okay, so that's $10. Would you take 7? That kind of thing.
Absolutely.
All right, John. Thanks a lot. Enjoy the show.
All right.
Now, Retrofest is really neat because it's always for a charity. For underprivileged kids to go to summer camps, things like that, and all the vendor proceeds, or not the vendor proceeds, but like the table fees and the admission, the profits go to charity each year. That's always nice. Let's end the tour with some Neo Geo games. Don't see these very often. A little pricey, but these are great. Very rare. All right, guys, so thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for liking this video. I will talk to you guys later. Peace out.